Welcome in and welcome back. Thank you for being here today. The next trip to Walmart, could that possibly be your last trip? Could you walk in but be handcuffed leaving out? That's what's happening to a lot of people. And there's a little bit of a scam in that. So I'm going to tell you what they probably don't want you to know. But I'm telling you this so that you'll better be warned before you go to that self-checkout. Or do you go stand in that line that's extremely long to get that cashier to check you out? Now that might be by design to push you over to the self-checkout. But be warned, you could possibly be accused of stealing, even if you didn't take a thing. And even if they let you walk out, they may come and get you from your home. What's happening right now at the Walmart, they probably don't want you to know about, because in the end, it's all about getting money. They don't want you to take from them, but they're willing to take from you. And more people are facing criminal charges, time in jail, even the ones that didn't do a thing. And then later receive a letter from Walmart saying, hey, to settle this, just pay $300. Meanwhile, they are doing this to hundreds and thousands of people, and they are raking in millions of dollars doing it. So in this video, please share it out with your family and your friends so they can protect themselves going into the store. We are not safe. We're worrying about watching our surroundings and who might steal from us. Little do we know, it may be the store that says you're stealing from them. And then they dip into your pocketbook and they take what you have. And they threaten you with jail so that you'll do it, even if you didn't take a thing. So that's what this video is about. I hope that it is helpful, and if it is, please hit that like button. Let's get into these video clips of these people who were carted off to jail, and some of them didn't even go to jail that same day. Some of them were at home weeks later and got a knock on the door because Walmart had placed a warrant out for their arrest. Jail weeks later.
Checkouts were supposed to make shopping easier, but as Amber Cagliano reports, they're also causing chaos.
Key in.
Please wait for assistance.
The scanners at self-checkout lines are meant to make shopping an easy, breezy experience.
69 cents.
But they can also be a major headache, says shopping expert Phil Lempert.
It is so easy to make a mistake on these machines. People have a full shopping cart, they're putting it in, they forget to scan something, or the machine just doesn't work. And if you make a mistake unintentionally, hey, you could be arrested.
Sounds hard to believe? Consider what happened to Paige Warren.
I didn't steal.
She says she was on her way out of a Walmart in Texas with a shopping cart filled with items when an employee told her that a $6 bag of Reese's Pieces didn't scan.
I apologized immediately and said, I'm so sorry. I scanned it. I thought it scanned. And I was trying to take out my debit card to go over there and pay. And he was like, you can't do that. You have to come with me.
She was taken to a back room and questioned by an officer.
I don't understand why I can't just walk back and pay for my bag of Reese's and go outside with my children.
I'm starting to panic because I'm just in this room with them and they're not listening to me. I'm just like almost in tears. I'm ready to cry.
They let her go without pressing charges, but she's now banned from that location.
I do not use self-checkout. I do not want to be accused of something like that again.
She's not the only shopper we spoke to who says they were falsely accused of shoplifting and even detained after using a self-checkout machine.
I didn't want to go to jail. I was just trying to do everything that he told me to do.
Merquana Tippins says when she was having trouble scanning items at a Cleveland Walmart, this employee came over to lend a hand. But after paying, she says this security guard accused her of stealing.
I'm just checking her receipt.
He let her go, but Merquana says she was so offended, she returned everything.
So again, I want you to remember, she returned everything because they accused her of stealing and she did not. And you have a right to do that. I don't have to spend my money there. If you don't trust me, the fact that you are paying cashiers, training them to work a register, and then they are not working the register. But when they are working the register and they make a mistake, they don't go to jail. So why is there not a curb for people who thought something scanned, because they're hearing scanners all around them go off, and it didn't scan? She gave the stuff back, and they gave her her money back on a card, you guys, on a card. And I guess that made them mad, the fact that they had to do that. So this is what Walmart did to her. And I guess I better be careful, because I'm up here telling what they're doing.
Juana says she was so offended, she returned everything.
I was being accused of something I didn't do, and I just felt like that was a slap in the face. So I returned everything, and they offered me a gift card.
But that wasn't the end of it.
2 weeks later, I had a warrant out for my arrest, and I went to jail.
Merquana spent 6 hours in jail, but all charges were dismissed when this security footage proved her innocence. Her attorney, Steve Albenzi, says it can happen to anyone.
That's scary for any person to think that they can literally be going about their day grocery shopping for their children, and that leads to incarceration.
What tips do you have for people using self-checkout?
Number one is slow down. Don't try to rush through. Look at the bottom of the card. If you put anything on the bottom, make sure you're scanning that as well. If you've got one item, sure, use the self-checkout. But if you've got 15 items, head to the cashier.
The customer who was arrested is suing Walmart and the security guard for false imprisonment. They both deny any wrongdoing.
Leslie Nurse says she was at the self-checkout at the Sims Walmart with her husband and 3 kids, fighting a malfunctioning scanner, even getting help from a Walmart associate. After she thought she'd finished and paid, she was stopped by an asset protection manager.
I remember going in that little room and I was like, this will be resolved. This was an accident. This wasn't on purpose.
She was eventually charged with stealing $48 worth of groceries, 11 items in all, including Christmas lights, a loaf of bread, and Cap'n Crunch cereal. She was eventually arrested, mugshot taken, but the criminal charge was eventually dropped when no one from Walmart showed up to court. By then, she said, the damage to her reputation had already been done.
Here is where the scam comes in, and Walmart is making millions of dollars off of doing this to people each and every day. You go in, you scan. Something doesn't scan. Oh, ma'am, you did not pay for this. So you end up in jail. Now you got to go to court. Walmart doesn't show up at court, so they toss the case out because they don't have a case. The plaintiff didn't show up. Then the plaintiff, Walmart, sends you a letter in the mail and tells you, hey, if you want to settle this, you need to pay. And because you don't want to go through this anymore, some people have been paying it, and this is how Walmart makes their money. She decided, I'm not taking this. I didn't do it. I'm not paying for it. I've paid enough. I've lost enough. And this is what she did.
The damage to her reputation had already been done, her ability to make a living stifled by the criminal charge. What was worse, she continued to receive demand letters from a Walmart-affiliated law firm offering to drop the matter if she paid them $200.
At first you think, oh, well, I'll pay it and then it'll all go away. But then I'm like, I didn't do anything wrong. Why would I pay for something that I didn't do?
But it turns out many people do. During testimony in the lawsuit she filed against the company, an expert testified Walmart routinely uses what are known as civil recovery laws in many states to get people they've accused of shoplifting to pay up. University of Nebraska assistant law professor Ryan Sullivan, who has studied the practice, testified that in a 2-year period, Walmart charged some 1.4 million people across the country with criminal theft of property and ended up collecting more than $300 million through their civil demand letters in the same period. The lawsuit Nurse filed against Walmart charged the company with abusive process, meaning the company used the criminal charges to bolster their chances of civil recovery.
Exactly, that they prosecuted her solely for the purpose of getting what they call civil recovery on money.
To add insult to injury, Walmart never produced a video that would have been recorded at the self-checkout area that would have proved Nurse shoplifted.
That sign that says scan and go should say scam and go.
A video that would have been recorded at the self-checkout area that would have proved Nurse shoplifted or didn't.
It would have shown the truth, and that they didn't want the truth to be shown.
At the end of this lawsuit, filed in 2018 and delayed by the COVID pandemic, a unanimous jury found for Nurse and awarded her $2.1 million in punitive damages.
I hope it makes a difference. I don't want anybody else to have to go through this again.
So, off of Walmart and on to this. When you are out shopping, we all know to look around, make sure, no one's watching us, or make sure, we're as safe as possible. Well, lock your cars. This is what happened to this woman who was at a Walmart shopping, and she didn't lock her car, and she just jumped in her car and headed home.
Fine. Please get out of my truck.
I will. I'm so sorry.
Did you take anything from the truck?
No.
Okay. I'm just asking because you thought it was your friend's.
I apologize.
Just leave that open. Is that my Capri Sun in there? Did you take anything else? Be honest now. This is your chance to be honest. Did you take anything else from the truck?
Is this not for me?
I don't know. You know it's not for you.
Okay.
Is there anything else from the truck that you took?
No.
Okay. Please leave out the front and take that sweatshirt off.
Okay, I just forgot.
And guess what? It's about to be warm. People are going to be traveling. They're going to be staying in hotels. Don't do this when you go to a hotel.
Never, ever put your valuables in the safe in your hotel room. You close it up and you think that if you make up your own password and lock it into the safe, that nobody will be able to get to it. But this is not your safe. This is a hotel safe. It's very easy to get into. First off, right under this little rubber thing is a keyhole. The owner of the safe has the key to that lock right there, and it will open right up. But the maintenance man of the hotel knows the master code to the safe. And if the hotel didn't change the master code, you just have to hit lock twice. It says super. Now we hit 000 000. Opens up on its own. Doesn't seem very safe to me.
That's it for this video, you guys. I hope that you found it helpful and useful. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up and share it out with your family and friends and anywhere on social media. Also, let me know what you think down below in the comments. Are you going to be shopping, whether it's Walmart, Target, or any place? All of these places are using AI at their self-checkout so they can better see who you are. And definitely when you open your wallet up, what I didn't address earlier, when you open your wallet up and you're at that self-checkout and you're about to pay with your card, well, when you open it up, usually you have your ID in there. So don't think that they can't find out where you are. Even if you paid cash and they say later that you stole something, guess what? They'll follow the trail. They will follow you out to your car. They have cameras all in the parking lot, all throughout the store, above you over the cash register and all of that stuff. So just be as safe as possible. If you have a little extra time, go ahead and stand and let someone check you out just to be on the safe side, because no one should have to face jail time when they're not the one stealing. Meanwhile, while they're harassing you about, did you take this? Did you pay for this? Someone else over there with 2 cartfuls getting away with you know what. So let me know what you think down below. This was a crazy story, but I wanted to bring you a little bit of news that you can use and that it hopefully help you out in your shopping process. So share it out with people so they'll know before they go shopping that next self-checkout line.
I've been giving you the worst.